Howdy guys, this is Mike9K1. We're actually going to be starting a new series here, a new game by the name of Mischief Makers, and it's actually it's an old N64 game from my childhood, and it was a game that I really remembered very fondly, and see if I can get my controller there. I remembered really fondly, and it has sort of a cult following, but it's not very, very well known. It's not that, didn't sell all that well. It wasn't all too popular, but it isn't even really streamed that all too often. But I figured I'd play through it here. It's a pretty short, it's a relatively quick game to get through. It's not crazy long, but it's pretty well paced. It's got a great art style. And it's actually made by Treasure, the same company that made Gunstar Heroes and some of these others. And the game actually has some of that influence, but it's a fair bit different. The gameplay, anyways, is fairly different. But it's got a great art style and pretty good humor, too. And it's got sort of that, anime art style and great. I think it's got a great soundtrack, great sound effects. Very fun to play. It's a well-paced game. One thing that arguably hurt its popularity, in the N64 days, is that it was not actually a 3D game. But still kind of, a lot of places still sort of, it uses a 2.5D art style. And it's really just, to me, it's just an absolute blast to play. It's not exactly a very hard game. Go ahead and input our name here. We'll be an age 90 female. So essentially, the doctor, who essentially Marina is basically supposed to be this the intergalactic Cybot G, or basically just an android, basically, is the main heroine of the game, and essentially the professor you have to go and rescue all throughout the game. Right here, you can see right at the beginning, he's actually getting kidnapped right from Marina's own place. We're gonna let that play out. Actually, I'm gonna have a little bit of dinner myself. A nice juicy burger here. Didn't think this one through. Be right back. One sec. We'll go and get started here. There's gonna be more cutscene. I think don't even really bother, but I should have just started the cutscene. Anyways, this guy is kidnapping the professor. Nice maniacal laugh here. Oh, Leprechaun and Dr. Blackburn already. Wow. You got your dick pics ready. Nice. Thank you. Awesome. So we're starting Mischief Makers. It's like an old N64 gem. It's got an interesting art style and all that. Pretty nice soundtrack. I'm a pretty big fan of it. I kind of like the sort of game designer's sense of humor in this game. The Ultra Intergalactic Cybot G. Oh, nice! Thanks for the host. I think my notification should have come up. Oh, it didn't. It didn't show your name though. I don't know what's up with that. But I actually just got my notifications working. Thank you so much for the host, Leprechaun25. Or Laurel. I mean, since I know your name, but anyways, we're gonna go and meet the folks in the Clancer village. This is for N64. Actually, this is one of the few N64 games that actually used the D-pad. It actually did not use the analog stick at all. It's kind of fun to abuse these guys a little bit. You can actually, like, basically, the mechanics in this game are really, really simple. A is jump, and then B, you actually grab. And there's a few things you can do. You can actually shake if you grab and then press down. And you can shake anybody. You can shake out... you can actually shake money out of some of these Clancers and things like that. There's a lot of cool mechanics in this game. It is actually, I wouldn't necessarily call it, I don't know if I'd call it a rare game, but it is definitely not all too common. It was kind of an underrated game in the N64 area. It has sort of a cult following in that sense. You don't have this game, but you're checking your bank account. Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's I really enjoyed it as a kid. And I was really glad that I, had just found it and tried it. Picked it up, I think I rented it at my local store and decided to end up buying it. It was a really fun game. It didn't, I think the box art kind of caught my attention a little bit, but... Oh, you bought a game today? It was expensive. Yeah. This game, I think you can find used for pretty cheap. I mean, I think when I was looking, it was like 10, 15, well, up to $15. I don't think you'd even find it that high, but it's not crazy expensive to find, and it's probably not too hard to find exactly. But it wasn't all too, it didn't sell all too well, despite the fact it was a really good game. It was actually made by Treasure, the same guys that made Gunstar Heroes. So they're taking the professor to the Emperor, and they gotta rescue him. Typical story. So yeah, you also have warp gates, and there's actually, basically you can use red stars to warp through different sections of each level, and then there's like a green star you grab to actually end the level. Plus each level actually has a hidden golden gem. I'm actually about to get the golden gem in this level. And the gold gems actually don't really matter up until really the ending. That's when it sort of plays an important role, so it's sort of an extra bonus. It is actually. I'm actually a really big fan of the art. I think I already mentioned I'm a really huge fan of the art style. Kind of has that anime look. And, it wasn't really popular in the N64 era largely because it wasn't actually a 3D game. I'm not actually blazing tonight. I'm actually gonna have to go out here in maybe an hour and a half or so. Let's see if I can blow this thing up. There we go. Did I not get a bomb again? Oh, okay. There we go. But yeah, it wasn't that popular. I think largely because it wasn't actually a 3D game, and that was kind of the fad at that time, especially with the N64. But it's a really great game. Didn't necessarily amaze a lot of people right away, but it's gained a cult following after the fact. So rank B. There's also a ranking you can get at each level, depending on how quickly you complete it and things like that. So here we're meeting Catalina, I believe, which is sort of the clanbot version of Marina. There's all the special techniques down. The special technique of grabbing things. So yeah, you actually do have like a little booster too. And you can even like boost yourself up a little bit and do things like that. But mostly in this game, you're just grabbing and shaking. You can talk to all these guys. And essentially, this is sort of like the tutorial world. Most things in this world are actually relatively easy. I'm going to see if I can get this gold gem up here. It's going to be kind of hard, though. Oh, I know there's a way up. I can't quite get that height. Oh, well. Yes, fire hurts. As in all games, fire hurts. Almost. There we go. Here we can actually dig. That's actually another little motion, but again, it's just sort of a grab motion. You just hold down, and that way you can dig. That's one thing I love that you can do with just about all the NPCs in the game, is you can just grab them and throw them in any way you want. This guy's gonna have some more exposition, well, until I kill him. Some of these clan bots will die and some of them won't. That was probably one of the funnest things in the game I remember as a kid, is just being, just like throwing everybody around. We'll come back to that gold gem later. This is sort of this actually introduces clan balls, this level. And they're basically throughout the entire game. You'll see here in a sec just kind of what they entail. Theme park full of thrills and action. That's actually, this clan ball in particular is in every level. And it's actually essentially a hint, a little hint box. So if you shake it, you'll actually spend some of your gems. But essentially, it'll unlock, it'll give you some hints that you need. Here, these white ones usually actually open up a warp point. So you actually shake it, and it opens up that. Let's see if I can do this. Alright. That was fun. Now we'll actually go ahead and move on a little bit. I think there's actually another clan ball I have to hit in order to activate the warp point here, so... There we go. I can't remember. Actually, oh man, I gotta hitch a ride on this one here. Yeah, this part gets kind of interesting. I'm gonna go and grab. Alright, I grabbed the right one. We'll go ahead and hitch a ride here. And I think ooh, you know what? I might be able to just jump my way over. Ah, a little too slow. I'll go ahead and just make my way over the other way. Yeah, I got here. If I can. As you can tell, the game's not quite running at full speed, but it gets there. It's pretty close, anyways. I have to find where the last warp star is. I still don't remember how to get to that gold gem. Making some pretty quick progress through Planet Clancer. C rank on that one. We were pretty slow. This one's kind of fun. Now instead of Clan Ball Land, it's Spike Land. I want to go back to Clan Ball Land. Now the father here... Run for it. The father just leaves his son. Where did I come from here? Take your son back. Oof. Once again, I missed the gold gem, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, some of these levels really go by really quick, especially at the beginning. And some of the later levels, if I recall correctly, are a fair bit longer, but this is kind of the tutorial world, so what can you expect? Anyways, here you actually have to get this woman's children back. Why, thank you. This guy's kind of fun, because he'll actually try to trick you here. A little too quick here. There we go. Much better. Now this guy will just run from you rather than just trying to jump and dodge you. He's a little too quick for the most part, but here you can catch up. There we go. Before he jumps back down. There we go. Now fire. I think this one? Alright. Found the right ball to open up the spring ball here. Whoops. Blockman Rises. Oh, this one's fun. Tearing. So actually, I think later in the game you get to play as one of the Clancers, and it might be this guy, if I recall correctly. And it's actually really fun. The game actually does a pretty good job, despite the fact that the mechanics are relatively simple. It keeps everything fresh. Almost every level introduces one new element. So Terran's sister is missing. What exclamation points? Clancer's strong and healthy for his age. Shake me hard! Shake me to awaken my fighting spirits. Blockman blood running through his body. The blood of heroes. This guy, I think, is probably my favorite character in the game. Jacks. That's a bit of a knockoff. I think it's fun watching him getting blown up instead. You can see that it's like not necessarily simplistic 2D graphics. There's like sort of a 2.5D look to a lot of levels and even effects in the game. Some of the boss fights are actually really full of great effects too. This one is actually our first real boss fight of the game. Let's cover the desert with beautiful flowers. So the gardener's standing her ground. Well, not quite. Shut up or I'll read you. Now there's actually kind of a secret to this boss. No, not the flowers. Don't grab the flowers. Alright, let's wait till he comes by here. That'll take care of it. Oh, not quite. There we go. Yeah, for whatever reason, using the little girl and throwing her at him does more damage than throwing him around. Escape from trouble. Go to the next area. I kind of like playing basketball with some of these guys. We're probably gonna end up coming back later on in the run to grab a few more gold gems. We feel like it, but. The village is getting under attack now. Strange spur attack. Clancer's attacking. Now we get to actually fight some spur Clancers. We'll come to take the royal family treasure. And the king's away. So Scylla's was actually the girl growing flowers out in the middle of the desert there. Now we're gonna handle these guys, these jokers. Alright. I'll take care of the guys on this side. Side. These guys will actually punch you. I don't know what Terran's doing there. They're spinning in place. Take care of them. And we did well enough to get the gems, including the gold gem. Western world. So, oh, I think this is the one with the volcano in the background, if I recall. Oh, no, it's not. But yeah, you can steal this enemy's gun here. You can shake it, and it'll actually spread the shots. I thought it did. There we go. Yeah, except for the dynamite there. I think you can even throw some of that dynamite back if you're quick enough. Come on at me, bro. I'll take care of him. Yeah, you can actually do this power slide if you hold down and press A as well. And there's actually something on the other side here that I bet you that's where the gold gem is. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and make our way back here with another bomb. Replacement. Oh, there's nothing. Okay, never mind. No point. I think I actually had to climb in the level in order to get that gold gem. Alright, so this is the last level of Planet Clancer, actually, Volcano. And then we'll actually be on to the second world of the game, which is actually much harder. This is sort of the end of the tutorial level. I bet you. Oh. We've got some time here. We're gonna try to collect a couple of little gems, maybe. If we're successful. I had a devil of a time trying to get my controller configuration going. Alright. There we go. And we have a lot of health here, actually. The red and blue indicators actually indicate I have 2 more whole meters worth of health there. Alright, I'm gonna actually just jump across these platforms. Okay. Another B rank. I'm doing a B average so far here. Trying to think what's one of the easier ones we can. Okay, we should be able to grab this gold gem if nothing else. And again, you can go back to any level in the game, and again, you can just press start and exit. Even on levels that you haven't completed yet. Of course, you won't advance the game naturally. Ooh, that was close there. Looking it up there. You know what? I'm almost convinced. If I get a little bit more momentum before jumping there, that'll make it doable. Nice. So I should talk to this guy instead of killing him here. Cosmic Hops. Marina has been causing trouble. So, Catalino has essentially been posing as us. Improve our rank there. Alright. I don't know if I remember how to get the gold gem Clan Ball Land. I'm tempted to look for a gold gem in Spike Land. I don't actually know that one right off the bat either. I'm going to skip through this. Oh, you know what? I bet you the gold gem's in one of these guys. I have a certain suspicion. Wasn't what I wanted. Here we go. These spikes. There we go. Oh, is that what the gold gem is? Maybe that's it. Alright, so we know where the gap is here. Just be patient. No, 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 no. You get back here. Yep, that's where it is. I actually get a good jump here. There we go, now we just finish it up. height off of that one, maybe. There we go. And some of these blue gems will actually restore your health. The red gems are almost sort of used as, like, kind of currency. It's used for continues and different things like that. I think green gems are worth, like, a lot of red gems. So actually, it keeps the best rank we had. So even though we had a C rank on that run of that level, we still get, we still keep that, and we get our gold gem. So we still keep our best rank B. I hate to make it such a short stream here. We're gonna go ahead and start Meekin's Shrine here. As you can see, the environment, part of it is 3D, you can see at the bottom. Now, supposedly, there are claims by the development team, or yeah, essentially, that they actually recorded some of the sounds for this game in a broom closet. I gotta say, the soundtrack is pretty good, and it is sort of cheesy, but it's almost sort of campy in a way. It's not like a terrible cheesy, if you ask me. What are you doing here, dude? Let's see who we can. Yeah, except if we throw him into the fire, then it's an automatic warp back if you fall into the lava here. I overshot that. I almost thought maybe I could have gotten like a little bit further there, like gotten onto the next platform. Not all too advisable. Oh, now whenever you're hurt by fire in this game, you actually kind of do this nice little jump up. And it does help you recover to some extent. Except for that. There are other times where it will just totally destroy you. And put you in a totally hopeless position. You have to be a little bit more patient through this level. And as fast as I'm trying to get through it. There we go. Okay, I shouldn't have gone for that gem, because even though I was holding on to the clan ball, still technically hit the lava, therefore warp back. Oh, I almost let go in time. I didn't. More patient. Almost spoiled me again. I'm losing a lot of health just falling into the lava this time. Alright, now we get to the fun part. so close. You just gotta be really patient. Even though, like, the nature of this level almost makes you feel less patient. Already, I mean, the game does take an apparent increase in difficulty here, but I am almost doing a little too terribly. Hop across here with the power slide. Back down. Alright, one more well-timed power slide, I think. We don't have a huge platform to hit here. Alright, no mistakes. Alright, now it's going to be a lot easier, I think. I mean, at least I won't reset at the beginning of the level. These guys will still hurt you. Good enough. Five minutes to beat that level. And let's do Vertigo. Vertigo is a fun one, as I recall. Sometimes you gotta get these timed just right in order for it to work. So I actually have the right analog stick tied to my C buttons. Normally you'd be able to just press a separate button, but here it's a little bit different. Here it's a little bit odd because I'm trying to press C up to boost. There we go. See if I can get it off quickly enough. Nope. Gotta get off real quick. There's some cool puzzle elements in this game, but there we go. Just enough. I'm regretting that. There we go. Alright. I was almost thinking wondering if I was going to make it or not. And I actually overshot it slightly. Alright, close enough. Didn't even really get out of my hands, but actually make things a fair bit easier. Kind of an interesting puzzle element here now. Oh. Alright. Bring that back. Interesting. It actually starts exploding now as soon as I pop back. The timing is going to take a very interesting role here. What? And that's how it's done. Alright. I'm kind of pleased with that progress thus far. There's actually, I want to say there's like, I think there's like 5 worlds in the game, so it's not huge. But definitely this is a very fun game, very satisfying to play. And I think we're gonna probably call it good here. Next time we should be able to finish Negan's Shrine World 2. And I'll see you all later, I guess. You know what? I'm gonna see if anybody's online that I can give a shout out to. Anybody you guys can check out. Directory following live. Alright. Well, my Twitch seems to be doing slightly better today. Maybe we'll try to get another gold gem while we're doing this. I do not remember how to get the gold gem at this boss fight. I need a Blockman stage. Maybe we'll do that one real quick, see if we can find the gold gem. Whoop. I would give somebody a host or a shout out, but I didn't see anybody on. Unfortunately. We'll go ahead and see what we can do in this stage real quick, and then we'll call it good. Nope, nothing to shake here. Actually, you guys have little huts here. I have to wonder where the gold gem is. Those little bombs are pretty fun to throw. But of course, you got, just about all the enemies that actually wield them are just about always active, so you gotta be pretty quick to get them. I think that's the end of the level. Probably already missed my chance, whatever it might have been, to get that gold gem. I guess it has something to do with this guy, though. Nope. Well, I think I'm going to have to head out here in a little bit here, because I haven't eaten any dinner. I really should, because I actually can't have anything after midnight, going for surgery tomorrow. Getting my portacath actually taken out. So I'm really happy about that. Literally getting it off my chest. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Especially, you guys should check out both Dr. Blackbarn, DrBlackbarn. He's pretty legit. He plays a lot of retro games, as well as Leprechaun25, LEPERCON25. She actually does a lot of casual games as well. She does Fallout mainly. But I also seen her do, she was playing Earthbound earlier. I was actually missing some of that, so I actually gotta go back and catch up. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. And I'll see you all later. And thanks again so much for the host as well. It's really appreciated. It's really cool. All right, well, I've streamed for just about an hour, so it's perfect. Um, I'll see you guys later. Next time we'll be finishing up World 2. It'll probably be a little bit longer. Um, but yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and